Hello, and today I'm going to introduce you to Scratch, an authoring software that simplifies the process of interactive media creation. This is a very powerful software which can produce amazing games and interactive media. We live in an age of touchscreens and user-controlled media. Thus, it is essential that any instructor be able to produce this type of content. Interactive media has the ability to enhance any classroom experience.
Scratch is as user-friendly as any authoring software that I've ever used. It is available on all operating systems and can even be utilized via a web-based application on the website. The version that I'm going to introduce you to today is the Web 2.0 version. That way, if you want to follow along, you can. Just go to the following website and you'll be able to access the software. Now let's begin. The first thing you want to do once you sign up for the website is go to the top up here and click Create. This creates a new project. You can title your project anything you would like. I'm just going to title mine's My Project. Now let's look at the screen. As you can see, you have this happy orange cat. This cat is an object or an actor, and by manipulating these script blocks, you can give any object that you place on this white area or stage instructions or scripts. To give an object a script, you must double click it right here, and that selects the object. Now you can place the scripts over here in this gray area to manipulate the object and make it do what you want it to do. Every time you start a new project, Scratch by default makes its famous cat mascot as the initial object on the stage area. You can use this to create your project, but I suggest you add that personal touch by importing your own objects to manipulate on the screen. You can do this by simply going over here to your lower left hand corner and selecting this folder icon. Once you click on this, you can import your own objects onto the screen. Now I'm just going to get rid of Scratch's object and do this. I'm just going to come down here, right click on it and click delete. So now that the object that I placed on the screen is the only thing that's left. Now let's take a look at this white area back here. This is, like you know, the stage, and if you ever watch any theater, you know that you can add backdrops to the stage in order to create an interactive and more immersive experience. To do this in Scratch, I'm going to come down here to the lower left hand corner once again, and I'm going to select my own backdrop. Now since I'm teaching a lesson with this interactive thing that I'm creating, I want it to be in the classroom. So as you can see, I imported an object that represents myself that I created using a famous application known as bit strips. And I'm just waiting for this to upload, my background to upload. And once it uploads, I'll continue the lesson. Now that my background is finished downloading, I can begin the process of giving my actors some scripts. Now, I want this interactive media to actually function as a greeting to my digital course. I want it so that the user, when he clicks on my actor, the actor is going to project an audio file that's going to actually be the greeting for the digital course. Now, I have a couple of routes that I can take to actually acquire this audio file. Scratch actually has its own integrated voice recorder that I can record my voice utilizing this. I can just click this microphone symbol there and hold on that, and it'll begin recording my voice once I click this record button. I want to allow it to do that, and it'll start recording my voice. But I'm not actually going to use that. I already have an audio file that I'm going to use for this introduction. To access that, I'll click on this little folder right here, and it'll pop up the window, and I'll locate my audio file, which is called Welcome to Digi. And once that is done converting, I can actually access my audio file from Scratch. So now that I have my audio file uploaded, I can begin the process of actually making my actor interact with the scripts. So now I'm going to come back to the scripts, and as you can see, we have a plethora of choices for scripting. Now, one thing that I really like about Scratch is that it made it very, very easy as far as the user interaction with the objects. Instead of having to know how to actually code, you can use a very simple drag and drop based puzzle method that it has created, where you drag these puzzle pieces, which are located in each category of script, onto your gray area to create the process that you want to occur. Now, every script must begin with an event, so you always start off with one of these event scripts. Now, since I want my event to start when the user actually clicks on my actor, I'm going to utilize this one right here. Now, as you can see, it has this little dangling part. This represents the puzzle piece method that Scratch uses. Everything that happens from when the sprite is clicked is going to be placed under here, and we're going to code in a descending order from top to bottom, and it's going to make our object do what we want it to do. Now that we have the event set up that we want the object to go through, once we click on it, we must actually create the next step in this event. So as you can see, we have several categories over here in the script. Now, since I want it to play a greeting when the actor is clicked, I'm going to come over here naturally to sound, because greeting is actually an audio file, so audio files are sounds, and I'm just going to select the puzzle piece that is going to be appropriate for what I want to happen. I wanted to play the sound immediately, so I'm going to select this one. I'm going to click it and put it over here, and as you can see, it snaps in there perfectly with the event script. And now I have it set up. So if you have several audio files you want to select from, of course you come to this arrow and you can select the audio file that you want to be played whenever the event occurs that you have set it up to play. Now, this over here is the scripting area, and to my left I have the testing area, and I actually can test the concepts of scripts that I've done over here to the right, simply by just interacting with it. So now that I have it so that when I click on this guy, a sound plays, as you can see in the testing area. Welcome to my digital course. I hope that you have fun. Prepare to learn. It plays the audio file. Now that you've effectively scripted your interactive media, you can begin the process of actually sharing your media with your class. Now, Scratch has a couple of options, and in order to begin the process of sharing your media, you come over here to your upper right hand corner and click on See Projects page. And now you have your project page. Here you can place instructions on how students can interact with your interactive media. This is very effective if you have anything more complex than just simply click on actor. Your instructions are very important when you create interactive media, because because you can't assume that your user actually knows how to use what you've created. So you always have to have a good, clear set of instructions. And also maybe some notes and credits, of course, to actually enhance the information that you're giving about your media. Now you can scroll down here to your share to options and click on here. You have a couple of options. On the right, you see you can share it to your social networks instantly by clicking on either your Facebook or your Twitter. Or you can embed it actually in your personal website. I suggest that any instructor this day has some type of personal website that students can access at any time during the day, and you can utilize this embedding to utilize the HTML to play your interactive content directly from your web page. I hope that you guys have actually enjoyed the introduction to Scratch video that I've just created for you guys. This is a very effective software, Scratch is, for creating very, very vivid interactive projects that are very easy and fast to create, and you can instantly project your class's ideas for the day onto your web page or on your social media. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments on the YouTube page.